Here we go. You don't say. We don't say. All right. Woo! Oh, yes, yes, yes. Hello, 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 adventurers. Welcome to the fine city streets of San Antonio, and we are here at the Alamo. So, welcome on in. Make sure you've hit that like button today. Today, the Alamo is open from 9 to 5:30. So I thought I would give you all a quick tour. Thanks for joining me. Sean Urban here, Urban Family Adventurers. We have made it to San Antonio. The weather is, it's gnarly. So we got here, it was kind of gloomy, and they've just had wicked rolling storms for the last like 3 hours. They should be clearing up shortly. We may have a torrential downpour too, but stick with me. We're here at the Alamo, and we're gonna go take a little walking tour of the Alamo. Normally, hey, Suzanne, hello. Normally, there would be a charge to get in. So I think if I looked at their website, it was like $14 for an adult, and I think it was $10 or $12 for a child. But right now, when I asked about the buying a ticket, they said it is currently, the Alamo is free for everybody every day. Mr. Bob Newell, what's happening? There's the gift shop. We'll take a cruise in there in a little bit. I've never been here before, so we are going to just kind of walk around, look at everything. The Alamo is currently undergoing a preservation, so you're gonna see that some of the stuff is really, it's under construction. It doesn't look maybe as pretty as you would expect, but we'll start by going over to the right. We'll go into, I walked through it to get to where we are now. It's called, I think they call it the long haul, maybe, because it's literally a long haul. But so this is the Alamo. This is one of the most famous sites in American history, and they have monuments to a lot of different people that were here that had significant impact. So we will take a look. If you've been here before, let me know you've been here before, because I never have. This is Hendrik Arnold. All regal. Now this area, this is interesting. So this area here would have been a couple of things. I can picture it being an entrance, but more than likely that is kind of where a lot of the action would happen, right? So things bought and sold, auction items, possibly slavery. That's what that looks like. There are a lot of these down in Georgia, especially down in the Savannah region. There's a nice little star on top to symbolize things. Yep. That's what I'm talking about. So it's kind of cool. And then over here, again, we got some more significant people. I would say you can take an audio tour here, which is really cool. We did not elect for that today. I'm not really sure if that is currently on the docket, considering it's all free. This is James Bowie. If you've ever heard of a Bowie knife, this is the frontiersman. that the Bowie knife is named after. This is all really neat. Emily Morgan. And then this is John Williams Smith. El Col. Oh my God, I can't even say this now. El Colorado. I'll let you take a look at that, and if you all want to read it, you can. But he was famous for a battle in Texas. And as you can see over here, the Alamo is under a little construction to help preserve what's left of it. I mean, the building's 300 years old. I guess they get a lot of water. I'll tell you what, one of the storms on the way here that I went through, the flooding was like instant. Oh, look at this. Oh, ain't this neat? You got like this garden area. I did see, which we'll walk out after we go into the church, which is, so it's a gift shop, and then over here is the church, which we'll go into in a minute. Surf Bum. I was down on the river walk for lunch right before I started, but I think I'm going to stream from the river walk maybe later on this week if I get the chance. We'll see how my work schedule works out. Oh, this is kind of cool. So this is a Japanese monument. Ooh, there we go. I don't know what happened there, but this is a Japanese monument. How neat. All right, so that's kind of cool. A lot of the stone walls here, I'm told, are original, and this is supposed to be a quiet area. It's supposed to be very tranquil. So let's walk this way before we go into the long building. Let's see what this is down here. This looks kind of neat. Oh, cool. Huh. How neat. So this is the Alamo's well. And that wood seriously is like 300 years old. It's gotta be. Oh, how neat. How neat. Oh, look, you can see clear to the bottom. Wow. Oh, and it goes, I know you can all probably see coins and stuff down there, but it definitely goes way, way further. There's, oh yeah, it goes a lot deeper. So where all those coins are sitting, there's like a screen, and if you were, I don't know if you could see it on the camera, but if you were here, you could see through the screen. There's like next level depth. All right, so let's go take a look here. Again, it was raining. I got my umbrella out my other hand, but oh, this is really cool. 32 men from Gonzales. All right, and we are going to go and see the famous church. We may experience a little lag in here, but just stick with me. This is their hospital they erected.
He panicked, threw the knife back, and caught the tailcoat of one of the bystanders.
Oh, let's check this guy out here.
His assistant, who got their fingers cut off, died of an infection, and then the patient also died from an infection. So that's a 100% mortality rate, right? Now, he's sloppy, but what's amazing about Liston is that he washed his hands and tools in between each surgery, which was very bizarre. And that's what he was known for, too. Is like, why is he cleaning so much? But out of all the surgeries he did, only 11% of the people got infections, which was extremely low for that time. Considering on average, an amputation is going to be about a 60 to 70% chance that you're going to die from your infection, right? It just happened to be that that one surgery where he killed 3 people, both the people got infections. Probably because they spread it to each other, right? So what do we think? What do we need done? We do dental work too, right? Bullet removal, amputation. This is one of your best surgeries right here. It's called a trephination, right? So if you have a concussion, you have to drill a hole into the skull to relieve any pressure. Right? Seems like it's going to be pretty bad. It's going to be uncomfortable, but your skull doesn't really have a lot of pain receptors, so you're not going to feel it as bad as an amputation. What's amazing about this surgery is that to cover up that hole, you use a Spanish real, right? Because it's bigger than the hole we just made. So you screw into the head, sew it all up, right? The skin over it, and you should be okay. What they didn't realize about silver is that it's antimicrobial, so it's actually helping prevent infection from developing. They knew silver was good, they just didn't know why it was so good. Today we know, thank God, right? Because they had silver nitrate too, but that's used for burning wounds shut. That wasn't really used for anything else. It's amazing as you look through the history of medicine and sanitation. Ancient Egyptians used to put silver nitrate into their water, right? And they knew it helped with water. But by this time, they had totally lost their information. So medicine always improves and goes back and forth. It ebbs and flows. But we have to make a connection to the past with today's modern medicine, and that's where we get to mercury. Right? Mercury is primarily used for syphilis at this time and other venereal diseases. They think it's good for you, right? That goes back to the 1490s when they started doing that. Now, a lot of doctors realized how bad mercury was. In the very, very early days of 1490s and 1500s, doctors recognized that more people died from mercury poisoning than the syphilis, right? Your throat would swell up, your mouth would blister, and you would choke to death, right? Because you couldn't eat or throw up, right? So a lot of doctors were against using mercury for that. But by the 1830s, they had found safe levels of mercury that you could have. That's why we see pills, right? Mercury pills. Now the idea behind it, which we think is kind of interesting, is we're poisoning the body to get rid of something that's worse for us, right? It seems very foreign to take mercury, but today we're doing chemotherapy and radiation for cancer. So is that really any different, right? That's what's amazing about medicine is we're always practicing, progressing, right? Medical practice. So 200 years from today, they might look at chemo the same way we look at mercury, right? The best quote ever regarding medicine is, "The truth of today becomes the error of tomorrow." How accurate is that? The medicine we see that stays true and beneficial throughout time is herbal medicines. So you're going to see a lot of those used at this time as well. So what do we think? Any questions?
What are the leeches for?
Leeches, they think, are good for headaches. They think you have bad blood in your head if you have a headache. So you put a couple leeches on the forehead and the back of the ears, suck that bad blood out. Probably doesn't work. But maybe the placebo effect does, which they started figuring out in the 1750s. Right, so that's been around for a while. Yeah, that's a big problem. They thought if you were sick, you had bad blood. Right, a great example is George Washington had a throat infection before he died. So they thought he had bad blood in him. So one thing they're going to do is they're going to put Spanish fly on the skin to make you blister. They're going to give you Dover's powder to make you sweat, just pushing everything out, right? Clearing the body. And then they bled him, right? You have 3 doctors come in and bleed him. So that's what we call fleeing. So you cut the wrist, the arm, the feet, the back of the neck, or under the tongue, depending on where they think the bad blood is. George Washington did not die from that throat infection. He died because they bled 40% of his blood. So, big time, in a couple days, right? That's pretty serious stuff. Thank God we don't do that. Yeah. But for that time, that wasn't anything new. So, yeah. Mm-hmm.
What does that stand for? What do they use that for?
This is for bleeding into, right? So you would cut the wrist, and then we would hold it over the dish. But sometimes barbers are doctors too, so then you can wash it out, and you could, right, do a little shave in there too. Same pan, it doesn't matter, right? Any questions? Anybody need a little opium and whiskey for that? That's your anesthetic of the 1830s. They call it laudanum. 10% opium, 90% whiskey. The problem with that is whiskey thins your blood, right? So a major amputation, we don't want you bleeding to death. So you can't have any of that, right? So instead, you can bite on a stick, so you don't break your teeth, just bite your tongue off. You bite on a strap, or you can bite the bullet instead. So you see teeth marks in musket ball. Nasty stuff, right? And then afterwards, that laudanum is all yours, right? You can have as much as you can afford, right? This is used for everything, right? Post-amputation, if you have a headache and those leeches don't work, you drink a little laudanum. Yeah, aches and pains. If you live a long time, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, we all know that we start to get pains and aches, right? You're going to be taking this for the rest of your life. Now, what if you get addicted to it? Because they're even talking about if your baby is starting teeth, to put opium and whiskey on the gums. Now you're potentially addicted to it, right? That's why they come out with morphine in 1803. Morphine is not used as an anesthetic in the beginning. It's to help with addiction to alcohol and opium, right? They think that alcohol is addictive, not the opium. Right? Opium's a medicine, right? So that's all fine and dandy, right? It's pretty rough back then, right? But they'll think the same thing in the future of us. Right? So this represents a Spanish hospital. It would have originally been on the second floor of the building. They would have had 7 doctors here, all trained. But you would have seen them working with the local people, the Tejanos, right? Mixing modern progressive medicine with herbal medicines being used in the area. So you'll see some beds in there. You'd probably do surgery outside and then go recover indoors. They thought air was important, right? So you want clean air for surgery. So what's interesting about those beds is you can't see under the mattress, but it has ropes, right? And then you stuff the mattress with straw and hay. This is where you get the quote, sleep tight, don't let the bed bugs bite, right? We tighten those ropes, right? So it's firm when we go to sleep. And then you probably see a lot of lice or bugs coming out of that straw and hay, right? So don't let the bed bugs bite. So y'all have a great day.
Thank you.
All right. Oh, thank you. All right, all right. Very cool. All right. That is part of our long haul tour. It was kind of neat with the doctor recreation. Oh, look what we got here. Well, neat. Neat. there is a lot of really cool stuff here to see. All right, we're gonna continue out to the front, and let's take you guys over. They got a neat memorial before we go inside the what I'm sure is probably the most famous piece of architecture here related, which is the church right there. So we'll go in there in a minute. I think I can stream in there. But look, so this is really cool. There it is. Let's go. We'll walk out front here so you can all get a really good long look at it, and then we'll walk through the mission memorial that they're erecting over here on the left. That was really cool with that whole thing in there. And again, this is open if you're in the San Antonio area. Currently, this is open just for free because they are doing some work. So that is the post office and the courthouse right here. And then this would have been this is not the whole Alamo. This is what remains. And there it is. So this is probably what every Here we go. All right. Let me let's go over here. So this is the outdoor San Antonio Memorial. I'm gonna put you all down for 1 minute. We'll let you look at the Alamo here. So get your pictures in right now. Gotta put my umbrella in the backpack. Hopefully I'm not jinxing myself. We're gonna find out. We will find out mighty quick. All right. So there it is. That is. So what everybody thinks is the Alamo is actually what was the chapel for the Alamo, and that's what you're looking at. The actual Alamo was a compound, and we'll see over here what it looks like. So let's come over here for a minute and let's welcome everybody in. What's happening, everybody? Thank you all for being here. Thank you all for smashing the like button, and more importantly, thank you for being a subscriber and following us along in all of our adventures. We are here in San Antonio. That's the Alamo behind me. So we're gonna take a quick tour of it. We've already started some of the tour. It's actually really kind of small. There's not much here. So we're gonna take a look around, but you'll see there's a lot of construction going on down around here. So they are not only working on the Alamo to preserve it, but they're also trying to enhance the area because there is a lot of tourism down here. So don't forget to get your Alamo beer. Yes. So let's go through everything here. And I know I didn't want to talk when we were watching the reenactment of the field doctor there, but I saw a bunch of people coming in. So Suzanne, Mr. Bob Newell, Surf Bum was in the house. I saw Chad Jackson. Ches, what's happening? Nice to see you in here. Debbie, hello. I thought I saw a fairly new name. Kay Wilby, hello, welcome in. Nice to see you here. I hope you're all enjoying yourself. Christine Machado. All right, so I walked through this area when I first got here because I came up from the other end of the street. So I'll turn the camera around. So they are incorporating all this into it. But this is really kind of neat. And now the Alamo Church is behind us. But what I thought was some of the neatest stuff was actually on the walls in here. I mean, it's kind of cool, they give you that whole Spanish vibe or whatever. But this is This is what the Alamo was, right? This is what you're talking. So right now, if you had to lay it out, you can see where we are, and then this is the church. We were right here. This is the long barracks that we were just in. So it says, look to your right and you will see a fence-like fortification known as the Palisade. Oh, well, that's definitely a fence fortification. You'll probably see something a little better once we walk into the church. Anyways, I thought this was kind of neat because we'll take you in from the beginning. Because over here on the walls, which we're gonna flip around, they lay out the year and like what it looked like. So here we are. There we are. Right? And then look at this. Look at this. How neat. So, Mission San Antonio de Valero in 1744. So, in 1744, this is kind of what we were looking at. And if we look to the back here, you can see it's like they have the broken down walls and the stuff that had fallen. This was the Alamo in 1900, which I think is really kind of neat. So this is the downtown area, and a lot's changed, right? A lot has changed in this time. So, and then this is kind of cool. It's roped off. We can't really go in there to read the signage, but there's those. There's the fence. That's the kind of fencing you would have saw back in the day when this place was up and running. Oh, no. And these are some of the cannons. These cannons, some of these have been actually taken out of here as part of the preservation effort. They've been found here and they've, redone them and put them on display. Look at this. So now in 1785, right? And then from 1785, we'll come up now in 1793 to 1835, we have the El Alamo and / Pueblo de Valero encampment here, fortification. So this is really, really kind of neat. 1836, the Alamo proper, right? And then 1836 to 1846. So this is after the battle. The battle was in 1836. This is what would have remained. A lot of it had been leveled. And then, of course, in the Alamo in 1861. It's being rebuilt. And there we go. So, this is really, really, really some cool stuff. And there we are. So, I don't know what their policy is in terms of filming inside of here. So, I'm not going to say anything and just kind of walk on in. We're gonna see what happens. Oh, look, and they talk about the wooden palisade. So they're talking about this fencing would have had the cannon like you see there. That's kind of neat. I don't know if this is real wood from like the 17 and 1800s, but it says, please do not touch cannon. But I want to touch the cannon. Oh, look, and they mark out the cannon locations with all those red dots. That's really cool. And then, again, you can see over the top here that they are working on preserving a lot. So I guess when 300 years old you are. Hello, Sam. Sam, you'll rejoice greatly when the Bruins lose to the Panthers in the next game. They may have beat your Maple Leafs, but that's about as far as that was going. So here it is. So let's go inside. We're gonna stay quiet so we can just take a look. We'll have good etiquette.
Welcome to the church. Before you enter, I'm going to ask you to pause real quick. Get a photo of everyone that goes inside.
Oh, sure.
All right. Nice and quick. Fixed already. 1, 2, 3.
Thank you.
Enjoy.
Thanks. All right. Be silent. Here, heroes died to trailblaze Father Men. So, whoa. Look at this place. Holy cow.
Welcome in, just no touching the walls, no flash photography.
Okay. Wow. All right. How cool.
You guys should just look like it.
I am not sure what that is. That looks like some sort of door or something. Wow. Okay. Whoa. All right. It's an interesting space. And there are no touching the wall signs everywhere as they try to preserve the 300-year-old, stone. And how neat. Oh, okay. So we were just at the confessional. This one over here would be for baptisms. The next one down on the left is the temporary sacristy. 4 is the sacristy, 5 is a nave, and 6 is the apse. So that's interesting. Okay. We'll go take a walk in there in a minute. Oh, they are literally doing salt and moisture studies in order to preserve this. How neat is that? Wow. So that's what they're doing here on this wall is salt and moisture studies. Wow. Okay. This is really wow. This is really, really cool. Anthony the Molar Man. Check out the basement, huh? All right, we'll go down there. I don't know if I'll lose my signal down there, but if you all stick with me, I'll be right back. Oh, the nave. We just talked about the nave. Here we go. All right. It's the main hall of the church. The walls. Rectangular notches can be seen in the pilasters. Oh, there was a second story and they cut the joist out. I gotcha. So, I see what they're saying. So what they're saying is if you guys look, there used to be a second floor, hence why there are doors up there. Okay, so that makes sense. Thought it was weird that there was a door up there. But, so they cut the second floor out of this. Well, Pee-wee lost his bike there. we're gonna go to the basement. Oh, this is cool. So they have the church is made, which I did not know this, limestone walls, and they're roughly 4 feet thick on average. Wow. Holy cow. That's incredible. Oh, and this is really cool. They've laid out all the names in here. maybe you guys see some of your long lost relatives. People from England. Wow, all right. Oh, I see a Massachusetts native in here. Pollard down the bottom. No kidding. A lot of people from Tennessee. Is that William Lynn, another Massachusetts person? Somebody from Rhode Island, right next door to us. It is pretty neat to see the way they've laid out the names here. It's really cool. I don't know what the significance of. It looks like there's some of the stars are missing in some of these. And here are the commanders. We talked about Bowie outside and Travis. There he is, Davy Crockett. All right. Oh, how neat. Look at this. Oh, cool. Oh, thanks, Kay. Appreciate that. Hello, Ches. Anthony the Molar Man in the house. Oh, yeah. We down here in San Antonio. We were at the Mad Dog British pub for lunch today, which is down here on the Riverwalk. They have a Hard Rock here, and there's a Bubblegum Shrimp, Joe's Crab Shack, bunch of good places. How cool. Oh, here we go. So for those of you wondering, maybe like me, what the sacristy is, there it is. So we're gonna go in here. Maybe? Oh no, maybe not. Ooh, it was open, but now it looks like there's a big group in there. So they have closed it off from people for the time. Wow. But look at those chandeliers. It was okay. It was no rose and crown though. Let's not put it up on that much of a pedestal. Let's see if we can see the other end here. Well, that's neat. They're preserving. Oh, it's like a movie in there. I gotcha. I see. See, they play a movie over there to recreate what it would have looked like. Aha. All right. Let's head out the door here. Wow. This is really, really cool. We'll get one last look. Actually, before we go, one last look just to the whole inside. That's the front entrance that we came in. And there it is. And the second floor has been removed long time ago. They took the second floor out. But that's why we see doors on what would be a second floor. Wow, these are tight doorways. My gosh, I'd take up both of them. People were tiny back then. All right. Well, look at this. This is neat. What do we got over here? I see a tent. Of course, this is a gift shop. That'll be the last thing we do. Oh, and they have a... Oh, look at this. Okay. Oh, and some of the drawings you can see the picture. Oh, look at the koi down there. Look at the fish. Ooh, man, they're big. Holy Toledo, they're large. Oh, and they have a little indoor exhibit. All right, this is cool. Well, let's go see what's this way. All right. So, they have like a collection center. Now, I would imagine that during the height of tourist season out here, you know, we can see tables and stations set up, and they probably have some sort of recreation, because over there you can see a pile of wood and it looks like they're set up to burn over there. All right, cool. Very, very cool. I will say, if you are going to come here though, use a little bit of caution if it is wet, because it is a little slick. Little slick Rick. All right. So there's more than more than 500 artifacts on display here at the Ralston Family Collection Center. So, I'm not really sure if we're gonna get to go in. I see people being turned away. Hey, is the center open?
I'm sorry?
Is the center open?
Yes, it's open, but it costs $14 per person to enter this.
Okay, I understand. I gotcha. All right. So, this is where we're gonna go. So this is gonna be all of the guns, knives, artifacts. I gotcha. All right. So let's do this. Let's go this way. I don't know. Like, kid, if you only knew. Big puddle. Big puddle. Big puddle. All right. So let's go. Ooh. Look at that blue jay. How did you get down here? Blue jays is a Canada thing. Sam, take your birds home. They've invaded Texas. And they're doing more with this work over here to the left that you see is part of the, we'll call it the enhancement of this historic site. For those of you just maybe popping in, I was wondering where they went. This is the backside of the Alamo. We were out front before. We've gone through the church. They are destroying a bunch of stuff with that excavator and that bucket. I take a cruise through the gift shop. Ooh. And we are, yeah, that's what we're doing. Let's go see what they got. I mean, besides cold drinks and souvenirs, according to the sign. And if you all stick around, I think the plan in a little while is going to also be to end up at Ranger Creek Brewing. So, oh, how cool is this place? Look at this place. Wow, how neat. Okay. Oh boy. Oh. I like that shirt. Come and take it. How neat. All right. Oh, I never would have thought that Alamo merchandise would sell as much as this, but you can get yourself a raccoon hat. Make yourself a little Davy Crockett. Speaking of, you may go to hell and I'll go to Texas. I'll tell you what, when I got off that plane, it might have been the same, because it is like Florida level warm, although the cloud cover helps, and the rain has helped. Okay, this is all kind of neat. Come out, we'll come over this way. We'll kind of zip back and forth. Oh wow. Look at all the books. Look at all the books you can buy. All on the, based on, like, these are like books too. Not just like, hello Ryan. Yeah, that Davy Crockett hat, man. I like it. Of course, I ain't got no hair, so. Oh, cool. Oh, look at these. The Bowie knife. Look at the Bowie knife.
I think it's the walkway also.
Oh, look at the Bowie knife back there. How neat. How very, very cool. Yep. Very cool. Yeah, it's like all like books. I mean, actual history books, I'm sure, but look at, you get your raccoon skinned hat, and you can, Rambo's is bad. You get your hat and your t-shirt, all goes together. You can come over here and you grab a canteen, and then you go to that counter we were just at and you buy yourself a Bowie knife, and you are ready for the wilderness. You're ready for Fort Wilderness. Oh, look at, I may have to buy that hat. That's a neat looking hat, man. I do like that hat. But if you are not yet an adventurer, hit that little button down there at the bottom that says subscribe. Become an adventurer. We are going to do a couple of adventures this week while we are here in San Antonio for work during the day. We will try to get out on the town at night. Go to a couple of different places. This is someplace that I've never been, someplace we've never been as a channel, so we're checking out some of what they have to offer. I'll look for those of you that like to connect the coins. That is a total total U hat. I think the hat was like $15. That's hilarious. Yeah. It's a total U hat. It is. Oh, you mean the baseball cap, right? Yes. That is my style. That's the style I like. Oh, look. And after you get your raccoon skin hat, you get the t-shirt, you get your water can, right? You get your little canteen, you come over here and buy your fake rifle, and you will be Davy Crocketing it up like nobody's business. You got more money than David Crockett. That would be a total ensemble. I would encourage you all to, you ever come here to buy one. Oh wait, and look at what they have around the corner. I spy with my little eye. It's kind of neat. Oh, look, they got all kinds of jewelry. Yeah, you can get yourself earrings, necklace. Look. There you go. And then you can get yourself, you can get yourself a knife, fake knife, and a pistol. How neat. And for those of you a little like the pink, got a pink one too. Hello, Dallas. And then if you want the true experience, you can grab yourself a recreation of the Alamo. Yeah, make yourself a regular Davy Crockett in this place. Oh, Sam, thank you. That is very kind of you. Thank you for the offer, sir. Oh, look, I'm back where we started. Holy cow. Hey, this is neat. All right. Well. Deep subject, really wet at the end. There is one thing I would need to check out here that I saw, and I want to see what these walls had written on them. So this is kind of where we started. Oh, look, and now that, look how many people are here now. Now that the rain's kind of gone and everybody's like, all right, it's safe to come out. Because let me tell you what, the lightning just is built different down here. Oh, this is a history wall. So, warehouse to shrine. I didn't realize that the Alamo was used as a warehouse after 1886. That is kind of neat. Wow. All right.
Are you letting them buy drinks?
From republic to statehood. Oh yeah. How neat. Look at this. How cool. 1836. Birth of the Republic of Texas.
You dropped it. Sorry.
Excuse me. The decline of Spanish rule. Oh, cool. And then back originally when it was a mission, because that's how this started out. This started out as a mission site. Wow. All right. That's really cool. Piece of some of the original wall from one of the other pieces of a building. Let's see, what is this? Archaeological puzzle, huh? So, yeah, uncovered a circular stone. Huh. Interesting. Very, very interesting. It is really cool how they still got like some of the original like wrought iron gate is still up. That is really, really neat. All right. America. What's up, Pierce? All right. Wow, how cool. How very, very cool. It is really neat too. I mean, you know, like I said before, we're gonna walk around front. So those adventurers just joining us now can see the postcard picture that we all know when we hear the Alamo. At least those of us here in America probably recognize. I don't know if they actually teach about it in other countries, but here, especially in the South, it has significance. So, and like I said, in a little while, we are going to,
You go stand on that corner, I'll take you.
we are going to go to Ranger Creek Brewing. So, here we go. You all ready? And there it is. Of course, we're gonna go to the bars. The Tower of the Americas. That's what you came here for. Good, Pierce. Good. Glad you didn't come here for the historic value of the Alamo and everything that's behind it. My people. I found my people. So there it is. That is the Alamo. Set up yeah. All right. So here we come. We are coming out to the street. We are turning the camera around. Here we are. How about this? Oh, you were here in '79, huh? History happens daily. Oh, I bet. I bet, Pierce. So we are. Oops. There we go. We are at the Alamo. We made it. It's actually getting bright out here. Basic training at Lackland. Oh yeah. That's cool. I'm down here on one of the bases this week for work. So work during the day, and then sometime after 5, find out what we're doing. It is a historic building, but that is the Alamo. That was the Alamo. So I think, what we'll do right now is let's go. I see the problem is nowhere is really open outdoors. So I don't know. I do know what we're going to do. We are going to where am I? Here we are. We are going to Randolph. Yep. Down at Joint Base Randolph for the week. We are going to autopilot to some bars. Well, not me. We're going to Uber to some. We are going to Uber to some. We're going to try to get out to Ranger Creek and somewhere for dinner. I don't know if they serve food out there, but they definitely serve good drinks. They are a bourbon distiller by trade who also brews beer now. So you can only imagine what that means. Super strong beers. We're going to try them all. But right now, I'm going to wrap this up. I'm going to thank you all for being here. From the Alamo, we just took a tour of the church and some of the grounds around here. It's really cool. I would highly recommend it. They are doing a little bit of work, but all the stuff we saw here, it's free. It's open every day from 9 to 5:30. So if you're ever down in the San Antonio area, make sure you stop into the Alamo. It's a super historic site. It's very cool. A lot of good information all over the place. So thank you for being here. I hope you enjoyed the Alamo. We are going to have some more fun this week. We're going to do a little more fun tonight. So make sure you need to be subscribed and you need your notifications on, because this week I cannot plan this week in terms of like having streams timed out. It's not like when I go to Disney and I can say, hey, coming up at 1:30. It really depends upon what kind of work we're doing and how long it takes. But generally speaking, my streams will be after 5 p.m. Which will be, for those of you on the East Coast, it'll be 6 p.m. your time, because I'm an hour behind where I normally am. So we're going to have fun this week. We're going to hit a couple of hot spots. We're probably going to come down here to the Riverwalk one night because the weather's supposed to be beautiful, not gray and overcast and thundering. And, it stopped raining, but I can see lightning all around. It's vicious. But so tune in, subscribe, turn notifications on. Live from the Alamo, I'm Sean Urban. We are the Urban Family Adventurers channel. Thank you all for being here, and I will see you all in a few short hours. So long for now, y'all. Thanks for hanging out.